Of all the upcoming Paragons for BZD6, there aren't many that really intrigue me conceptually, but one of them is something that I've been thinking about ever since they announced the very concept of Paragons. The Paragon I'm referring to is the Sniper Paragon. The Sniper Paragon is probably one of the most discussed and theorized of all the upcoming Paragons, and for good reason. Combining the abilities of Cripple Moab, Elite Sniper, and Elite Defender sounds like an OP mess waiting to happen. I don't say mess because it would be hard to balance, but I mean, think about it. You have Moab Stunning that could leap target to target at a rate of up to 123 shots per second. That sounds quite overpowered, without a doubt, and that's just using the base stats as a guideline. Going path by path, let's look at Cripple Moab. Cripple Moab causes Moab class wounds to take an additional 5 damage per shot. This debuff in the concomitant stun, lasting vary times depending on the tier of Moab, and as well doing a minor amount of bonus damage to ceramics and 80 damage in total to Moab class balloons. And to be honest, I don't think you really need to change this aside from perhaps giving a obligatory increase to the damage, which is, to me, perhaps like 80 to 150 on degree 1. And I suppose it also wouldn't hurt to progressively increase the stun time, again, depending on the degree. Elite Sniper. A tower so meta and game defining, you can already imagine that this is going to be a pretty big key balancing issue. The Elite Sniper buffs itself with a 150% attack speed boost, and as well gives every other sniper on the map 33 extra % attack speed. It also carries an ability that drops a $3,000 catch drop every 90 seconds. Now, implementing this guy into a Paragon seems simple enough. However, I would say that you're probably going to have to actually limit the bouncing bullet when implementing this guy, or at the very least make it scale with a degree, because if you have the full bouncing bullet to begin with, it would probably be a bit too overpowered for the theoretical price. And also, we will talk about the replacement ability a little later in the video. Elite Defender is easily the most simple tower here. He shoots incredibly fast. I don't really have the exact numbers here, I couldn't really find them and I couldn't really do the math myself because I ran out of time. And as well gains attack speed up to 100% the farther along the track the balloons get, and as well if you look alive it gains a 4x attack speed bonus. The only real addition I could really make to this set of stats as a Paragon is perhaps giving a faster attack speed buff per degree. With all that said, that is simply how this Paragon, let's call it Proxima, will perform by itself. Also, we have an icon here that was actually drawn by the real engineer Monkey, which we greatly appreciate. It practically looks like an icon you'd see in-game. Also, as far as design goes, we thought it would be cool to make him shoot lasers, because it is cool, plus it matches the overall cyberpunk aesthetic we've been going for as of far. But enough about that. Now you may be wondering, what about the abilities? Ability number 1 is actually a suggestion we adapted from Reddit, suggested by 000 Dart Monkey. Really? The base Dart Monkey? I can't believe we're catching attention from celebrities now. I really liked his work on my one chimp scheme. Anyway, the way that this would work is that it would mark the strongest non-boss Moab on screen, and when that Moab is popped, it'll drop a specialized amount of money depending on the health and overall scaling of the Moab in question. For example, a 25,000 health Moab would produce a bounty of $1,975. The math for this being taking 0.001% of the Moab's health and then multiplying it by the degree of the Paragon, and this example being the maximum Paragon level for single player if you're not using Geraldo, which is 79. Now of course using this math you could theoretically get more money than you usually would from the ability usage, but you overall get less per use. However, if we make the ability be able to be used 3 times as often, which is to say, bring the cooldown to 30 seconds, this ability quickly becomes much more powerful than it was before. And the name that I would like to give this ability is Deflated or Alive, because, you know, it's like a bounty. And then ability number 2, because we are going for 2 abilities because we couldn't really just choose one, is an ability where the strongest bullet on screen is targeted and a massive charged shot is sent at it, causing a big radius of AoE plus 50k damage to the target. Like if Cripple Moab had an ability, I suppose. And those are our ideas for a Sniper Paragon. Now I realize this is a little early because they haven't even announced this one yet, but we found this one was pretty interesting to theorize on. Because I mean, it's already such a popular and strong tower, why not at least speculate what this thing could perform like? Now, are we going to be accurate? Who knows? Do we really care? Not really, because it was fun in the end. And we even got some community participation. And if you would like to submit ideas, I guess, for the next one, or even suggest another one to speculate about in the future, well, tell me in the comments, or in the community page, or in the Discord even. Wow, that's really brave of you to do that, if you do so. But other than that, if enjoyment was had, like the video. If enjoyment was not had, you should still like the video because it would make me have enjoyment. And subscribe to the channel. And I bid you farewell, it is 4 AM.